Neither do we. So we're here with you live from 2 till 6 a.m. every weekday. Call us 866-90-RED-EYE. So join me, Gary McNamara,
and me, Eric Harley, every weeknight to discuss the latest in news and entertainment.
right here on WOCA, The Source.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
All right, 25 minutes before 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. This morning we had a fun conversation about what's happening in the world right now. And we had this one, an eagle caught a fish. An eagle caught a fish. An eagle caught a fish. It was amazing how, whoever figured that out, there was a program we were looking at on the internet that kind of gave us an idea of how often something happens at least once in the whole world.
Yeah.
Well, I would imagine that without having a program to help me out with this, that right now, somewhere out there is somebody listening to the sound of my voice who is either a teen or knows a teen that is trying to decide what he or she wants to do in their future. Diane Miller has something really, really cool to talk about. She is the program director of Cyber Patriot at Northrop Grumman, and she's going to talk to us about something I only know what I have in front of me. It's the National Teenage Cyber Patriot Competition that inspires students to form their career goals in cybersecurity, engineering, mathematics, and other sciences. Sounds like a good opportunity, and probably more kids doing that than there are eagles catching fish right now.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning, Diane Miller. Thank you for being on the air with us today.
Good morning, Larry. Great to be here.
And where are you?
I'm in Northern Virginia, just outside Washington, D.C.
You have such a calming voice, too. You could talk to me all day long. Diane, what is the program we're talking about?
Cyber Patriot is a national youth cyber education program. And the big component of it has always been for high school students to compete in a cyber defense activity. So we teach students all about how to defend and protect a computer and a network. And then they get to compete against other students. This year, this competition has just grown dramatically. This year we had 1,566 teams from all 50 states, the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, Canada, and Department of Defense schools in Europe and the Pacific. So it has gotten a real broad reach across our high school students. They're just flocking to this.
Really? You know what I'm curious of? Are the students competing by using information that they learned, or are they innovative in coming up with their own ideas on how to have some kind of a cyber defense, cybersecurity?
That's a great question. We give them about 16 training modules of written and video materials, but many of the students, certainly if they're going to make it to the national finals, they've expanded their learning through their own curiosity, and they'll research different kinds of tools and techniques and ways to protect a network. So they really have gone above and beyond to make it this far. When you think about how many students began at the beginning of the school year, and now we're down to the top 28 teams, that's quite a testament to their desire to learn not only what we give them, but to expand their knowledge.
And aren't there one or two the teams from Florida?
Yes, you have two teams. One is from Winter Springs High School, Bear Battalion. It's a junior ROTC team with the Army in Winter Springs. The other one is a Naval Sea Cadets team from Centurion Battalion in Longwood, Florida. So both of your teams will be competing in what we call the All-Service Division.
The need for this kind of skill is so apparent. I mean, every day in the news there's another story, Target being the big one lately, Target stores. But you're constantly hearing about, and I pay extra. I pay extra to my bank to be able to make sure that I don't have my identity stolen through the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, they protect my money for free, but they protect my identity for $15 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so
and we do teach students. We tell them you need to pay attention to your digital persona. That's how you look on the internet. And they're becoming much more aware of information that's out there about them. And so they're becoming much more savvy, I think, than the average student.
Oh, interesting. And does the competition eventually kind of dwindle down to a couple of students who are then talent that might be looked at like a talent scout for a job in the future?
Well, I'll tell you, over the last 3 summers, Northrop Grumman has hired nearly 100 high school Cyber Patriot students to work side by side with our cyber professionals. I know government agencies and other sponsors are also hiring them. So these students are sought out not only because they're learning the technical skills for defending a network, but they're also learning life skills by participating in Cyber Patriot. So good skills in leadership and communications and collaboration, they just make the ideal employees.
And every gender of the students, whether you're male or female, they all have their individual interests. So I really think that it is a myth that, because we hear the thing, this political thing all the time. Girls don't excel in mathematics, boys do. They want to keep getting girls into this realm of the workforce, but that's not true, is it?
No, and certainly in the field of cyber, when you think about how complex the problems are that we're trying to address, it really takes a very diverse set of people, collaborating to come up with solutions to very complex problems. So in cyber, it doesn't matter what your gender is or your ethnic background or anything else. Everybody looks at things a little bit differently, and it's that diversity of thought that really helps us solve the really critical problems.
No, and thank goodness we've gotten past a lot of that because we were cheating ourselves by not allowing certain ethnicities or women to participate in these things that will protect all of us. I know in the beginning I introduced you as somebody who's going to give us information that there's probably at least one person out there that will benefit from and would be interested in. And I know they're waiting for a website. So we're not quite done yet, but I want to get it out there a few times. What is the best way to find out more about this? Is it a website?
The website, yes, and it is www.uscyberpatriot.org. And you can follow us on the day of the competition, Friday, March 28th. We'll be connected through all the social media outlets, and students can follow along, see how the teams are doing.
Oh, really? So a younger student maybe who didn't participate might be able to watch this and then kind of get excited about next year. Is that accurate?
That's true, because we had always been a high school age competition, and when we opened it up this year to middle schools, it was on a pilot basis. We were just blown away by how well the middle school students performed. So we invited them into the main competition, and this year we have 2 middle schools that have made it to the national finals. Later in the year, we're going to be putting a pilot for elementary school students. Wow. But they really are taking to this.
Is there a carrot at the end of the stick? Is it a cash prize? Do you get a vacation to Disney World?
Yeah.
Well, the top 3 winning teams in each division receive scholarship funds from Northrop Grumman. So since we became the presenting sponsor, we've given over $150,000 in scholarship funds. So the students can apply that to the school of their choice. But it's interesting you say, that there's, so much opportunity. Just in the next year, we need 330,000 more cyber professionals.
Wow.
So if we aren't opening it up to everybody and anybody, you're right, we're missing out on some great global opportunity.
When you say we, do you mean America or Northrop Grumman?
The world.
The world. Okay, the world.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
When you think of financial institutions and transportation, everything now is really global. And so these students have opportunities anywhere in the world. And the Internet is so ubiquitous that there's a need for cyber professionals in any of the business sectors.
This is a wonderful opportunity that you're giving all the students, and I just hope all of these schools take you up on this offer to compete.
I do too. We're just thrilled with how the program has grown, and then the fact that we're adding middle schools, and eventually we'll be bringing elementary schools into the program. There's something you can teach everyone at an age-appropriate level about cyber, and I think the earlier they can learn about defensive kinds of things, the better off they are.
Absolutely. Diane, I love the message. I love your voice. Diane Miller, the website that she gave us is uscyberpatriot.org. If you go to WOCA.com, Robin makes it easy when we have the website like that. She puts the websites on the guest list. So go to the WOCA.com site, go to AM Ocala Live, which is the show you're listening to. Go to our guest list for today. You'll see Diane Miller's name and uscyberpatriot.org included with her name. Diane, thank you so much for being on the air with us, and a bigger thank you for what you're doing. You're making the world a better place, and you're giving lots of young people a great opportunity.
And we're thrilled to do it. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to share this amazing story.
Thank you for sharing it. All right, we will take a little break, and we'll be right back.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay.